What's going on, YouTube pipe smokers? Lonza here with Tobacco Pipes and More. So I took a bit of a hiatus from making videos, and I figured I'd do the first one about my bike before I do the tobacco review. So I ended up getting a whole new frame just because I was having a lot of trouble with the other one, and I'll put a picture of it right now. And anyway, so this is the new bike. Turn it sideways so you can get the whole picture. That works too. Come on back over this way. So right here, I'm going to do a couple of chain fork stops. It's going to be really interesting. I've never done anything like this before. Actually, I've never done anything like this before. I've never built a bike before. So, yeah. So I got those on. I'm gonna do the tack welds here soon. I got the front end on, obviously. This whole section, and then I got the lights on. I'm probably gonna have to get a new bracket because they're sitting slightly canted, and it's kind of bothering me. So, but I got those on. And then I got the fender and the sissy bar attached. So right here I had to do a little adapter spacer type of deal. You come around this side so we can see it. Right up here I got a spacer. So the inside diameter of this is actually quite large. I had to put a spacer inside the spacer to get a smaller diameter on the internal part of this bung for that screw to fit. Now, if you follow me, don't judge my welds. They're absolutely horrid, but my welder is a pile of crap. So, yeah, they're pretty bad. I'm gonna have a professional welder come out and get this welded properly. But if you take a look from the back of the bike, you'll see it's nice and symmetrical, and everything's lined up super nicely. So it turned out pretty good. I got the cool little bungs down here that they fit in. It kind of pushes it out a bit, makes the bike look a little bit wider from the rear, which is nice. But yeah, I don't think I could have lined that up any better. So I think that turned out super cool. I still got to put the brake rotor on. I got the caliper sitting down here. I have to cut these off, shorten them up a bit. And then this side, I still have to put the sprocket on. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna slap the engine in. Sorry for the mess, I've just been doing a lot of work. I'm gonna slap the engine in and sitting on the side because I was working on the oil lines. Finally got those done. But yeah, so I'm gonna put the engine in the frame, get the chain lined up, make sure everything fits properly, and then start getting the rest of the stuff. My tank will be here soon. It's going to be a really cool, like diamond-esque polygonal shape tank. I'll show you guys when that does come in. And then I'm actually going to run a spring seat on here. I was going to do a king queen seat that comes up this way, but I decided not to because of this ribbed fender. I kind of want to show that off, so gonna put a nice spring seat in here. But yeah. Oh, and then the wiring, I want to run it internally, but they welded these bungs all the way through down into the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go, all the way through. So I can't get the wiring through, so what I'm gonna end up having to do is drill a hole in the bottom here, go under the bung, drill another hole, and then put the wiring through there so I can bring it out here where the ignition and the spark plug wires and stuff sit. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. And then I gotta do the same thing for the wires for the headlight. I want to run them internally, so I'm actually probably just gonna drill a hole like back here and then route it back like that and put it through down into the frame. So yeah, got a lot of work still to do, but hopefully it turns out really good. So far it's coming along pretty good, but we'll see. So, Owen, thank you for my beautiful wife to take the beginning of that video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tobacco review. Whoop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode of Tobacco Pipes and More. I'm your host, Lanza, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Boswell. Boswell Bear Blend, to be exact. Now, Bear Blend is a quite nice tobacco. It's got a little bit of black Cavendish and I believe some burley. Oh, it just has a lovely, lovely note. Nah. Ooh, too close. Oh, it does smell very, very nice. I'm not sure what kind of topping exactly is on it. It's almost got like a cherry smell. Almost like a little hint of whiskey-ish. I don't think that's part of it, but it smells like that out of the tin. Oh, and today got me some Sprecher root beer. I like me some root beer. It's good stuff. All right, let's get this lit up. Ah. It's not a bad smell at all. It's very, very pleasant. Kind of reminds me of I wouldn't quite call it like a fire pit, more like a fireplace. Like a fireplace mixed with a bit of cherry. It's pretty nice. Bear Blend is one of the ones that I tried when I first started smoking pipes, and I wasn't sure what I liked. I'm not a huge fan of aromatics. I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but I do like Bear Blend. It's subtle, it's smooth, doesn't burn. The topping isn't harsh, and doesn't taste overly chemically, as a lot of other aromatics do. The other nice thing, it's not super goopy in this tin. It doesn't have a lot of that liquid, goopy, tacky, stickiness that you get with other blends or other aromatics. It's quite loose. You can feel it down on the bottom. It's a little bit more wet, but it's not nasty. It's not sticky and goopy, which is really nice. So today I'm smoking out of my Brigham. I forget which model this is. Oh, Voyager. The Brigham Voyager with the rock maple distillator. The really long filter that they have in here. It's not really much of a filter more than it is an absorbent for liquid, from what I can tell. But it definitely makes your smokes a lot smoother. And I can definitely attest to that because where is it? This stuff right here, the Mac Baren Dark Twist roll cake. I cannot smoke this stuff without the distillator. It gives me the worst tongue bite. I don't know why. For whatever reason, it gives me the worst tongue bite I've ever had. But with the distillator, it takes almost all of that away. Almost. Not 100% everything, but it does take enough of it away that it makes it pleasant. And it's the only one that does it. And the weird part is, oh, I love the smell. It's ketchupy, it's soury, it's sweet, savory, you know. But for some reason, I get the worst tongue bite. Anyway, we're not talking about that one today. I just wanted to point it out. The distillator makes a big difference. So today is Saturday. I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm actually going to be playing Santa Claus in our work Christmas party. I'll see if I can put a picture of myself up there with the Santa Claus outfit. I think it's going to be pretty fun. The smoke is very cool. I'm not sure if that's in part with the distillator, but the smoke is very cool. It doesn't burn whatsoever. That smell is lovely. It's kind of hard for me to actually to pin down what that smell is. But it gives off, I would say, a cherry aroma. Not a very harsh one. It's not super strong. A light cherry aroma with almost a small bit of an essence of alcohol. What type? I'm not sure, but yeah, I really like this one. As far as aromatics are concerned, Boswell Bear Blend definitely hits the spot. It's light, it's airy, it smells good. So, you know, a lot of those people who don't like the smell of tobacco or, you know, any kind of smoke, hopefully wouldn't find this too abrasive. I really enjoy the smell. My wife doesn't mind it, which is a big plus. So if you have a wife that doesn't like to smell smoke, give it a try. Aromatics are definitely better in that aspect as far as aroma and scent is concerned. Now, when you're smoking something like a Virginia, it smells beautifully wonderful out of the tin. It has like a plummy, pruny, soury kind of smell to it. Really nice. But these smell more like fruit, and yeah, they do kind of smell a little artificial. Not all of them, but a lot of them. This one is not so bad on that. You get a lot of tobacco aromatic ones that just smell god awful with the amount of additive that they put in there, and it just tastes like a chemical. This is a very light topping, but it's really doing what it was meant to do. As you can see, I was talking there for a good, I don't know, 35-ish seconds, maybe 30 seconds. And it's still lit. It's still going. Bowl's not hot at all. It's barely warm, actually. And yeah, I'm puffing on it pretty good. I don't get a whole lot of smell or flavor through the retrohale. which typically I would if I'm doing something like a Latakia, Virginia, or Burley. But this is a mix of mostly Black Cavendish with looks like Burley. I'll double check on that, but yeah, looks like mostly Black Cavendish with a bit of Burley, maybe even a little bit of Virginias in there. Yeah, amazing how smooth it is and how unburning it is. So, interesting note. It smells goopy. That's the strange thing. The topping is strong enough that it smells like it would be goopy, but it's absolutely not goopy at all. I gotta do more of this stuff. I haven't smoked this in a while, so I'm actually happy I picked this one to do the review on. And also, by the way, my favorite animal is the bear. I got 2 tattoos of the bear. I got this one right there. You see that? And I got one down here. So, not sure why he called it the bear blend, but maybe I'll look into that and find out. But it's such a pleasant smoke, especially with that distillator. It is cool, it is dry, it's smooth. I need to get more of these Brigham pipes. If you haven't tried a Brigham pipe with the distillator, it is more than likely worth your time. And I actually found out about these pipes from Mutton Chop Piper. I saw one of his videos that he was doing about his Brigham pipes, and I thought it was really interesting, so I went ahead and ordered myself one. And he's definitely not far from the truth about how well that distillator works. I mean, I've tried pipes with different kinds of filters. The balsa wood filters are probably by far the worst ones, although they do work, but not as well as I would like them to. I usually have to double them up if I'm doing like a heavy aromatic, you know, where I just want the smoky smell and I don't want to get any of that harsh chemical burn. Which, by the way, I do know that obviously there is a topping on the Mac Baron Dark Twist roll cake, but I don't know what the topping is that causes that tongue bite for me. Oh, now it's gone out. But yeah, it's such a lovely smoking blend. I plan on doing some more aromatic blends here in the future, especially now that it's kind of getting colder out. It's now in December. I really want to get kind of more back to that. That's what I started smoking with, as a lot of people do. They start off with aromatics, and I moved away from them pretty quickly. I found out that I enjoy more of the natural flavor and smell of pipe tobacco. And interestingly enough, I do not like the smell of cigarette tobacco. Mostly because of whatever chemicals are in the cigarettes changes the smell profile. I believe it's usually Burleys, and I want to say Virginias, but I know for a fact most companies use a lot of Burley in their cigarette tobacco, and you know, the smells are just not the same. Especially since cigarette tobacco smoke sticks really bad to everything. That has to do with the chemicals. Pipe tobacco, I don't have that issue. If I leave the window open with the door closed, the smell's gone in 24 hours. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video of my Harley, well, that I'm building. It's taken some time to kind of figure out what I like with that bike and the way I want to have it set up. The other frame, yeah, it was a cool frame, but I was just having so many issues with the rear, getting it set up and aligned. That, and I couldn't fit the oil tank I wanted. So it just wasn't enough space with the down tube, and I don't know, I was just having too many issues. So I'm gonna end up selling that. I'm gonna put it online on Facebook Marketplace and eBay, and sell it for something cheap. I just want to get rid of it. But yeah, so the other frame's coming along really nice. I have a couple of things I need to do still. I still need to do the fork stops and the I need to properly weld that fender on, because I don't know if I feel comfortable sitting on it with the welds that I did. Not that I'm a bad welder. I've done a few welding classes and stuff. My welds are pretty okay, but the welder that I have is not the best welder. It is a flex core, and I've welded with flex core before, but from my personal experience, flex core does better with DC than AC. I don't know what it is about it, but it does. And the only one thing I haven't tried yet is turning the wire speed almost all the way down. I mean, it's pretty freaking low right now, but I feel like it's still too fast, and maybe that's what's causing my bad welds. I only have 2 settings on this easy welder. I have thin plate and sheet metal, so it's not like I can really adjust the amperage and stuff, with the dial. And so yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I would really love to have a MIG welder, but man, those are expensive, and I definitely don't have the money for that. So it is what it is. I got to work with what I got. I'm definitely going to try. Man, this stuff just, for the most part, it stays lit. That's the other reason I like this blend. I like walking around with aromatics, like if I walk the dogs or something. But yeah, so I still got a lot of work to do on the bike. I still got to get the frame painted after I drill the holes for the wiring, and I really wish I could have just gone straight through the internal, not the neck, the backbone of the frame, but they welded those bungs all the way through, and it's just not how it's going to work out. So anyway, I'm going to start drawing this video to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for checking out my content, and spread it around. I like sharing my opinions, and if you like listening to it, thank you. If you don't, sorry. Everybody's got their own opinions, but thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.